He does. But I also think he's another one who's maybe he's not high maintenance, but he seems very high maintenance.
He seems like very high maintenance or like hasn't really hit a lot of obstacles in his life. And maybe that's why very Andy Bernard in some ways.
Yeah.
Haven't had
Oh
a
my
very
God.
hard life.
Yeah.
Stumbled onto a football field and suddenly I'm the best football player ever.
Ever. Oh my God. Right. Yeah. I mean, that's true. That could
I
be.
am cranky. I'm talking a lot of shit
It's okay.
about things I
Okay.
know nothing about.
Well, hey, everybody. This is Mary.
And this is Julie.
And you are listening to the High Priestess Hype Club. But anyway, so what are your holiday plans? What are you doing?
For Christmas?
Yeah.
Figuring it out. I don't know. I did sit upstairs and I was like, I've got to figure out what we're doing. I mean, I figure it'll be here. We always do something here.
Yeah.
For Christmas. And then sometimes go somewhere else after, but like
yeah.
The kids will wake us up at like 5 a.m. or whatever.
Woo!
And then we'll just be like,
so you have the coffee on? Awesome.
I know, right? Yeah, like, yay. And I remember being little and seeing my mom on the couch, like, that's great. Like, trying real hard. But I was like, why aren't you hype? I find out you're like, because it's 4:30 in the morning.
Right,
like,
right.
And we had just gone to bed from getting all this set up.
Yeah, yeah. Well, aren't you excited? I'm excited. Yay. Yeah, no.
Yeah. So I haven't done anything yet.
No.
I still have to put all my pumpkins away. But I figure we'll just do, I mean, we usually do a Yule log kind of situation, not like an all-night Yule log because I'm too tired for that. But
and you don't want to set the house on fire.
But we usually do like an outside thing, and
nice.
We put like burn different things we want to get rid of, and
that's lovely.
Yeah, and so like my youngest would throw things in there like that he was afraid of Bowser, and he'd throw it in there to help with his Bowser fear, and but we try to get the kids kind of involved, so we do stuff like that. And at some point I make them get in the car. I kind of make them get in the car and we go look at Christmas lights, and
yeah, you're like, come on,
it'll be fun. I made snack bags. Oh, okay.
See, yeah, that's the mom bribe. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's
good. There's a mom bribe because mom likes Christmas lights. I'm going to be in year 4 of trying to make Christmas lights happen at our house too.
What are you going to do?
We'll see how that goes. Well, this year I bought non-solar powered lights because I was like, we'll do solar powered lights. And I'm like, there's no sun in the winter. So they'll be on for like an hour and then they just flash in like a David Lynch style house for the rest of the night. And this year I was like, I'm just going to buy some, but we don't have like outlets on the outside of our house. So I got to figure that out. But,
yeah. Well, they have the outside extension cords. So I know that.
So we're going to do something like that, I think. Yeah. But I'm just going to I don't go crazy, but I get like the nets you throw over your bushes and then it's done. Oh. We're not hardcore. I'm scared of ladders, and Tracy doesn't usually do outdoor decor. So
that's okay. Listen, a friend of mine climbed up on a ladder. She fell off the ladder halfway up. She broke her elbow in a couple of places. Yeah, poor Rosalba, poor Ro. She was having a bad time. Yeah. So
and
I understand that. Yeah. Yeah.
So I'll probably throw those out there, and then like I bought 3 more Christmas trees. I don't know where I'm going to put them, but 4 more Christmas trees.
So wait, you already had how many?
Like 3, so I have like 7.
So you have 7.
They're not all like full size.
Oh, no, I didn't think
nuts.
So.
I don't have that much house.
Yet.
Yes. This will bring us that much house.
That's right. That's right. Right. I think that'll be good.
Yeah, but they're cute. I like to have little ones like in the kids' rooms, and like we usually have one in the, we've got like the family one, and then we've got so everybody's probably like, what? I'm like, we have the family one, and then we have the one that's in the dining room, and then we have the one that's in the living room, and then I have a little one in the kitchen, and I have a little one here. But like my mom was the same way. My mom was like, you're turning into me. I was like, where am I going to put all this shit I keep buying?
Well,
but
The trees are exciting. The trees are very exciting.
Yes, and I had to replace the one that the kittens destroyed last year. So,
how do they do that?
Climbing in it. So the first year we got them, they climbed in it, but it was cute, right? They're like little baby kittens. They're like, look at us. Like, we're feral and adorable, aren't we? Not that they were actually feral, but look how cute we are in the branches. The next year they're like, we weigh 10 to 13 pounds. And so we get on your pre-lit tree and everything sags.
Yeah.
And then like all the lights stop working. And at some point I'll have to show you a picture of from the first year, because that was the nice, like everything's bolted in pre-lit tree. The ones where you like put the little branches in, like my $15 tree from like Lidl. Like I'll have to send you, like one side had like one left and they were all over and they're just like, but there's like no tree left. They kept like putting it back together every day.
Like, forget it.
So
well, when I was a kid, we had Malamutes, which are those big giant black and white snow dogs.
Yes.
And they always used to get into the living room where the Christmas tree was. And we had big Christmas trees. We had the full size, and they used to try to walk around it and take it down with them. And the first one that did it, his name was Damien, after Saint Damien. We bought him with that name. Yeah. Like he walked under, he knocked it down. My father and I were sitting there. He kind of like looked at us like, and just like kind of walked out of the room. I was like,
just living my life. You guys can take care of that for us. Thank you.
Bye. Yeah. Yeah. Every Malamute I had three. All three of them took the tree down at some point. Yeah. Yeah. They're funny. I'm like, I know this is weird and new in the house, but like, doesn't it look like something you should stay away from?
Right. It's like gigantic. Huh? No.
It's gigantic. No. Okay. Looks fragile. Yeah. No.
Yeah. It looks fragile. Has extra stuff on it.
Right. Could be bad. Let's just take it down.
Malamute. I'm trying to remember what
yeah, Alaska Malamutes.
Oh yeah, they're so pretty.
Right?
They are big too, aren't
they? Big dudes. Yeah, they're big. Well, big around. I had boys all the time, so that's why I said.
So the big dudes, yeah.
Big dudes. Good. Yeah. The first one, Damien, was about 160 pounds. He was a giant Mal.
It's a lot of dog.
He was a lot of dog, and a lot of fur, and a lot of. But yeah, he did. He looked at us. He was like, "Oh yeah, that's something, huh? Okay." I'll leave. I'm like,
oh well, bonk.
Yeah. I don't know my own size sometimes, that's so that's why with people, the little cute dogs, I love them, but when they tell me she's 2.5 pounds, I'm like, I had 160-pound dog. I don't know
what I would do. Is it okay? It's so fragile.
Right. No. And then I have the 160-pound dog leaning on me when I'm like 9. I'm like, oh my God. So
right.
Yeah. Yeah, but holidays here. I think we're gonna hang out here and cook.
Nice.
Yeah, or cook and or order food. I don't know. I said to Mom, the Saints, I said, look, let's just make it easy. Why do we? One of the things that I think's really I notice is like everybody puts these expectations on the holidays. Like my mother's like, we want it to be a good holiday. I'm like, let's just go in with the holiday's going to be good no matter what happens. Wouldn't that be easier?
That is life changing. Let's just go in there. It's good.
It's already good. We already know it's going to be good because we're, this is what we're doing.
I love that idea.
Instead of like kind of putting the idea in your mind of like the Hallmark Christmas, which by the way, we've never had. Like the Hallmark, we've never had the Hallmark Christmas where they're all like, we're all in red and usually it's like, can someone get the stuffing out of the oven before it burns? For God's sakes, who's watching that?
Right? Like, come on.
Right? There's mayhem.
Yes.
But it's like I'm like, can we not and just get together and eat things that we like to eat? Yeah. So we'll see if that holds up. That's the thing. I gotta get that to hold up.
I'm adopting that instead of my cranky attitude I was throwing around earlier. So
it's gonna be great. It's already great. We already know it's gonna be great. So whatever happens, it's gonna be great.
I love it.
Yeah, why not?
I think that's fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah. So all right, if that happened, then we fixed it. Okay, it's gonna still be great. It's all right. And I know you're like a project manager. Like you will be able to go boom, 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 boom. Like
usually, yes. Yeah. Hopefully it'll be fine. I sometimes that is what causes the problem. If we're for real, it usually handles like 80% of the time it's good. But if I get a little too rigid about it, that's when we can have some problems, especially when I'm kind of the only one like that on this, like of the Richmond family. So,
You have the schedule.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. Can I tell you, like the brides, so I do weddings. So the brides that
Yes.
come to me with like they give me the schedule or they email me the whole, I mean, some of them have it down to like every 10 minutes. And I'm like, wow,
Yeah.
that's awesome. I'm
Yeah.
like, and I'll always say to them afterwards, like, now you planned in like some
Downtime, right?
downtime because this could all go back, this, like if this person shows up late, this is all off.
Right.
And usually I get this kind of look. I'm like,
we will
yep.
do it without them, and they will be on time.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah,
No, but
so
that's a good lesson to learn as well.
yeah, yeah.
Like
Every 10
having
minutes.
that buffer time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was a time in my pre-kids hyper Franklin Covey fixation days that I was in like a 15-minute scheduling
yeah
kind of phase. And somebody made fun of me once. They were like, you scheduled your free time? I'm like, yeah, dude. And they're like, why did you schedule free time? I'm like, because I know I don't have anything I have to do then.
Right.
And I know I won't have to do anything then. But like,
Mhm.
it doesn't make sense to some people.
No.
And that's awesome. Like, I wish I was that carefree about shit and still got stuff done.
Yeah, that's not how that works for me either.
It doesn't work that way for me. I will procrastinate. I
Mhm.
will, like today.
That's all right.
But
did
like,
you go ahead?
Oh, I was just saying, like, if I don't have it down, but also like it feels too big if I don't. Another thing I learned was like estimating how much time a task is going to take, because I will definitely blow up some tasks way bigger than they are. And then on the ones that do take a long time, I'm like, I can do that in like 30 minutes. It's like a 4-hour project. They're like,
oh.
So I've been working on that.
Same.
By actually like timing them sometimes, be like, how long does it actually take me to do this?
That's a great idea.
And just easy, like Fitbit stopwatch, hit it, right? Not like just trying to make it easier. And so, I know things like it takes me this long to unload the dishwasher, this long to do this.
Right.
And maybe sometimes I go too far and I'm cutting it close, trying to slide into a Zoom meeting or whatever. Yeah. But like, it helps with those days when I'm tired or I feel like there's too much going on or I have too much to plan. Like, oh, all this holiday stuff is coming. How am I going to do this? Like, it'll be okay.
Sometimes you have to take the like decision making out of it. I know that sounds weird, but sometimes if you're
you totally do.
You take the, like this day, I know I have to like go online and shop for this, say, like, it's already in there as a sometimes it's just like, all right, I don't have to think about it. Like, I don't have to remember things. It's on a list or it's in my calendar. It's so,
because I will try to run it, like keep my list running for fear of forgetting something. But if I have it like in my bullet journal or if I have it like on my calendar scheduled, like it's better.
Yeah. I found out there's other people who are notebook hoes. I was so happy to see that.
Notebook hoes.
Notebook hoes. I was talking to one of my clients and she's like, let me get out my notebook. She's like, I buy too many. I'm like, oh, you're a notebook hoe like me and Julie.
Yes, we're notebook hoes.
Yeah. And she was like, oh my God, I love that. So yeah, notebook hoes.
Notebook hoes. # notebook hoes. Show us your stack.
Right? Show us your stack. I love it.
Show us your stack of unused notebooks.
Right.
I'll go first.
Right. Hold on. Let me get the pile. I can't help it. But yeah, the bullet journal. I keep working on that. The bullet journal is not I'm going to sound so stupid. It's supposed to be this minimalistic way of keeping notes, and I still can't do it right.
I mean, I think what's hard about it, especially when you first started, is that like you feel like you have to do it the way other people do it. And then I went from like, this hipster bullshit. And then like I kept moving, like, because I was like, I like my pre-printed planners. And then I would try to do it like the really cute ones. And I had like really sketched out ones with hardcore layouts for a while. But over time, I just kind of was like, okay, what do I actually write down in these things? And what doesn't work? And I started like in the past year or so, like jettisoning.
Yes.
Right.
It's a word.
Right. That's a word. Yeah. Anyway, like getting rid of the things that like that I don't really use. Future log, I don't use it. Like, why am I going to put it in there? I understand why, but I also use a electronic Google Calendar that,
Yeah.
I found that the things I like the most are certain kinds of trackers and done lists, which I thought was just me being a weirdo, but apparently it's a thing that you just keep track of all the stuff you completed that day so that you can tell how you did.
Yeah, I love that.
And it helps a lot. So
yeah,
that, and I started keeping a rolling task list where I like brain dump everything and it just moves along.
Yeah.
Through my notebook, and if it's still there months later, maybe I don't have to do that task.
Maybe it's not really urgent.
Maybe it's not a big deal that I keep moving forward, repaint shed door, like just because I thought it'd be cute if it was purple. But I kept it on there and it would be cute, right?
It
but
would
like
be cute.
But if it's been a cute idea for 6 months, maybe that I need to figure out a different way to handle my schedule or something else to work that in. So
or delegate it, like pay someone to do it.
Oh God, I need to do that too, because everyone's like, why don't you just pay people to do that? And I'm like, is that cheating? I think there's part of me that thinks that's cheating. And I like have to get over that part of myself. Like,
just cheating on what?
Like, aren't you see, and that's that, like, you're supposed to be busy, you're supposed to be productive, you're supposed to handle all this stuff. And everybody's like, you need to chill. And like, and the one thing that I have delegated out, which doesn't take very long, but it doesn't cost very much.
Right.
Somebody else mows my lawn and
fabulous. Yeah.
And like
same.
And our yard grows like crazy. And I used to like be like, I used to like mowing the lawn, but I also didn't have as many responsibilities when that was the thing.
Yeah.
So
so if you can find a way to outsourcing
is good. I think about the times when you're like, because I know you have people you outsource different things to, and I'm like, oh my God, that sounds so great. Like,
well, that took me a while to get there, but like sometimes you build these nice relationships with people that you can say, hey, do you want to like switch off on this? And it's so great because there's so many talented people out there. I mean, it's wonderful. Yeah, I'm very lucky because sometimes I'm like, I don't know how to do this, and then I ask somebody and they're like, oh, hold on, and I'm like, okay, what can I do?
Okay, I love you.
I love
right?
You. Thank you. Yeah, because they're and meanwhile I'd be like, 3 hours later.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yep.
It'd be bad. So
yeah.
You can now. So maybe it's the kids, like you give the kids some money and have them just.
I'm starting to think that way. So I mean, honestly, I am. And the other day I was like, you're gonna help clean up, like, and tried to make it kind of fun. Like, people are coming over for Thanksgiving. You can do this. And they were doing it. And I was like, why have I waited so long to be like, why don't you wipe down the mirrors? It only takes 10 minutes. I mean, it takes them longer, but I'm like, but that's one less thing I had to do.
Right.
Also, I was hella resistant to Instacart. Instacart sponsor us in the future. I was hella resistant to Instacart. I flipping love it. Like, it is great. It saves us so much time. We really leaned into it. We used it pre-pandemic, but we really leaned into it during COVID. And we tip really well because like these people are going out and doing something I don't want to do. Right.
Exactly.
So I try to like tip them as, well, like I would tip my hairdresser or whoever.
Yeah.
Instead of like, here's $2. You went and got all my groceries. I'm like, Jesus Christ. But anyway.
Oh my God. Can you imagine?
I would feel, Anyway. No. So, but that's another one that I was like really resistant to because I thought I liked going to the grocery store. I don't.
You're right.
I went back the other day with kids because we needed something. And I was like, this is a nightmare. It didn't help that it was the day before Thanksgiving.
Right. But
I was also just like, we need 7 things.
Yeah.
$100 later.
Right.
Because they got excited or I get excited. It's not just them, like impulse buy.
Oh, that looks good.
Right. Oh, those be really nice. Oh, that looks great. 10 times,
Oops.
So sorry. But yes, outsourcing is good. And good. Anything we can do to outsource maybe over the holidays would be a good idea.
It's a good idea. Yeah. That's what I like it. I mean, like I said, there's so many talented people in your life. Sometimes you just put it out there somewhere and be like, I need some help with this and I can trade that. And I'm
Yeah.
amazed. I'm amazed at how nice that can be. Like sometimes you run into something where like the trade isn't equal. It happens, but for the most part, people are really diligent about like, if I've done this,
Yeah.
can you do that? So
No, I think that's great.
yeah, it's a good thing. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
That's how I've got to have my stuff done this year. But actually, like 75% of my stuff done.
See, that's awesome. And I think we forget about that. Like, I'm like, yeah, I was like, oh yeah, there was a time when I was used to do trade on certain things, and like, is this a part of my personality that I used to do something and I just forget about it?
Right.
You remember that thing that worked, but you got bored with?
Right. You found another way to make it complicated? Wait, what?
Wait, what? No, never.
All the time. Yeah, all the time. Oh,
I know, right?
Yeah, it's crazy. Yes. So I'm looking at I also Uber Eats sponsor us because I got Uber Eats heading my way.
Nice.
The Saint wanted something to eat, so I just happened. It's nice you can track these. It's very nice.
I love it.
See where people are.
Oh,
yeah. And it's not because I'm a jerk. It's because I live at a dead end and there's 4 dead ends. Mm-hmm. And inevitably someone turns down the wrong dead end. So I have to like kind of, I'm like, the dead end has this. Yeah, it has this and this. And no, you're at this house. I can see where you are. You want to come over here. And it's like, yeah. So that
I watch it too. There's another road in town that that is almost the exact same name as ours, but it's on the other side of town.
Oh,
that we have to watch that sometimes. Yeah. People will be like, where the am I? And I'm like, I don't know, bro, but we're over here. So like head toward.
Right. And they're like, oh.
Yeah.
So sometimes the GPS isn't good. I remember I was watching The Office once and Michael was listening to GPS and it told him to take a right, but instead of being on the road, he went right to the ponds. The car went in the ponds,
That is one of my favorite episodes. It's a great episode. And when he's all wet and he goes into that office and yells at that man about where are the turtles from the gift fest. Turtles? We say that all the time in our house.
That's amazing.
We say that all the time.
I love it.
You can't find something like, where are the turtles? Our kids are
office
like,
sponsor
what?
us.
Yeah, the office sponsors.
I wish. Yes.
Office ladies, please do.
Office ladies, yes.
Do
so cute. Oh my God, I love them.
Let's do a podcast together. And I would just be a mess.
I'd die.
I know.
I'd die. I'd be like, oh my God.
I'd be like, oh my God, I love you guys so much.
I love you guys so much. And then when you listen to Angela on the podcast and she's so like bubbly, for a second, you're like,
wait a minute. I know. I know.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I love it.
Yeah.
You're so good. Yeah, we talk enough about The Office. NBC should give us money. NBC sponsor us.
There you go. They'll do a
We're just manifesting like bigger and bigger.
Manifesting. I love it. I love it.
Global Broadcasting Corp. Come on.
Right? Listen, let me tell you something. If we don't speak it, it doesn't happen.
There you go.
So we've put it into, as I will it, so mote it be, y'all.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Julie. So we were recording and we forgot to say goodbye because we were exhausted. So bye. We love you. Thank you for listening. Feel free to email us at highpriestesshypeclub@gmail.com. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. And please subscribe and rate in the app that you're listening us to. It really help us out. Okay. We love you guys. See you next week. Bye.